This is Plant Mom from Pacific Northwest, and um, I have something that I would like to share with you today. I haven't done much blog for the past few weeks because it's been busy after the holidays. And as I was checking my Hoyas and my plants today, I noticed I have a lot of blooms in this Hoya Retusa. So I thought I would like to share it with you guys. Hoya Retusa, I have this for more than a year now. It started with a very small plant, but now it's been blooming. As you can see, there's one bloom there and some peduncles right there. I've been treating this also plant because somehow it has some scale. So with scale, I'm using Q-tips with alcohol and clean up all of the areas. And at the same time, I'm also treating the soil with um, systemic granules. So I think by spring I'm gonna change the substrate for this one. But yeah, I'm just so happy that I have blooms. It's really cold here. Most of the time we're at the low 40s or high 30s. But all of my Hoyas are inside, but there are still times that it's cold inside. And seems like the Hoya Retusa doesn't mind the cold weather. I'm thinking it might really like it because it's been blooming. So you can see those peduncles. Um, and I have another bloom there. You can see the white flower there. Peduncles everywhere. That's another bloom, and there's this very small peduncle in that node. And what's really I was so amazed with this Hoya because of its the way it looks. So there's another bloom there. It's different from the other Hoyas, and it likes consistent watering. It likes bright light, bright indirect light. I am not sure honestly if it's really like cold or warm weather, but yeah, it's blooming during this time, so I'm assuming it's loving the cold weather. So there you go. That's the Hoya Retusa. It has blooms, and there's another peduncle there. I'm actually going to treat this with um, alcohol mixed with water and Q-tips. Use the Q-tips to clean up all of the leaves again. I do this every other week, so just to make sure that I clean up, remove all of those if there are scales or mealybug. It's like a magnet for bugs, honestly, but I really like how it looks. That's why I'm retaining this plant in my care. With scale, it's not really a big issue. It doesn't really transfer that much from one plant to another. So as long as you maintain and clean it up all the time. For nutrients of this plant, so the watering is, I only water this weekly, and the it's near a west facing window, about a foot away or more, 2 feet away from a west facing window. It doesn't have it's indirect light, and it has, it's actually the water nutrients, it's filtered water with newt. uh so that's actually the nutrients that I use for my plants, newt or liquid dirt. So those are the ones that works well for me. Also, I heard that they love the fish fertilizer, very light fish fertilizer when you're watering. I heard that from one of the collectors too of Hoya. It has a Hoya Retusa. I haven't tried that to be honest, so I'm just mentioning that to you. I'm not sure how effective the fish fertilizer for this one. Um, yeah, so let me give you a closer look at that beautiful bloom. The bloom has a white color and a purple center. As you can see, it's so small. So I would like this to bloom really well. So I have more blooms around the plant, all over the plant. This one, this purple one, I'm not sure if you can see it, hopefully. That's a peduncle where the blooms are coming from. So yeah, that's really nice to see all the blooms. They don't stay well. They don't stay for a long time. I haven't really checked how long the bloom stays, but they keep blooming. So that's my Hoya Retusa, and this really needs watering. So we'll be watering this now. And I hope you like that. It's a beautiful update from this Hoya. So another update that I have, I've been cutting a lot of this begonia maculata because they keep growing. I have two big plants and I keep cutting them, and as you can see from the cutting, I just put them in moss and they will just produce another plant. This is the first one. This started as like a 1 inch cutting and I put it there, and as you can see there's growth there. And I think I only water this every 2 weeks. It's not really drying up, so I only water them when I see that the top of the moss is drying up. So begonia maculata, whitey eye, they propagate really well, and I am planning to give this to my friend soon. So yeah, I have actually propagated a lot of this and gave it to my friends. Some of them I was able to sell a couple of them here locally for those the plant people in my plant group. So there you go. I'm gonna show you another one. This also started as a cutting and I put it in, yeah, there you go. I put it in moss in a clear cup and see how it looks. It's just near my propagation boxes for my beautiful Hoya. Hoyas are my favorite. I grow them from cuttings to bigger plants. So I have this begonia maculata whitey eye as a really small cutting, and now it developed multiple leaves and another growth there. It doesn't have any special nutrient except for water. Whenever I water with a very small amount of liquid dirt or newt. So those are the two ones that I use alternatively whenever whatever is available, I use them. I don't have specific ones that I use regularly. So those two are the ones that is giving nutrients to this plant. So yeah, this will be ready for spring, and I'm not sure what to do with this yet, but that is a really good update for my cutting. Okay, so another one that is an update. I'm so surprised that I have this philodendron painted lady. I have this as a cutting and I put it in a moss. And I water this also every other week. One thing that I notice is I cover it with this this area here with the moss. I cover it with plastic so that it doesn't evaporate the water. And look at that growth. I didn't put anything on this, just clear cut of philodendron painted lady with one node, put it in the moss and making sure that the moss is moist like this. And look at that, these are the ones that you're seeing there. Those are, I believe those are roots. They went outside the cup, so I believe this is time to get a bigger cup or a bigger pot planter for this plant. So that is actually my plan. I only propagated this as a cutting and look how it is now. So I have a bigger plant this spring. That's my philodendron painted lady. Okay, those are the two success stories of my propagation. And since it's winter here and not much happening in my plant room, uh, the only ones I can really give you an update are the ones which I'm propagating. So there's one more, the last one that I started from a cutting is this. This is a variegated string of hearts. It started as three small cuttings from a mature plant that I have, and I put it near the propagation box because there's light there. I only water this once a week, or even, yeah, once a week, bottom watering, because as you can see it's very sensitive to water. It will, the leaves, I treat this as a succulent. You treat variegated string of hearts as a succulent, because when you water the leaves they actually die like that. So I am very careful watering this. Yeah, that's so that propagation, I believe it's very successful. It's one of my successful propagation for this type of plant. So I just want to share that with you. Another winter project for me. It's keeping me warm and busy during this time. So, yep. Thank you for watching, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you got some ideas on propagating your plants, your begonia, philodendron, and also I hope you like the blooms from my Hoya Retusa. And click that subscribe button, and also if you want to be notified for additional updates from my channel, click that bell. Okay, thank you so much for your time and have a great weekend ahead. It's just really quiet here in Washington right now, so hoping for better months ahead with the vaccine available and the vaccination is ongoing. So keep safe, everyone. Stay well and have a nice day. Bye bye.